everyone. Thanks for coming over. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite summertime desserts, a peach and almond crumble. I love doing crumbles because I feel like when it's hot like this, the last thing I want to do is make dough and start rolling something out. And a crumble is just really simple to put together, and anyone you make it for is always wowed by it. And it really showcases and highlights the fruit you're using. So today I'm using peaches, and I have about 2 pounds of peaches here that I've cut up. And to the peaches, I'm going to add some granulated sugar. You want to do this first so that the sugar and the peaches can kind of get to know each other, and the sugar will help the peaches release their juices and the flavors will really start to come out. Also going to add in about a teaspoon of almond extract. And the almond extract is the one thing in this recipe that's kind of gives it that wow factor that everyone's like, what's in that? And it blends really nicely with the peaches. And I like to start with a little bit of sugar because you can always add more, but you can't take it out if you overly sweeten them. So once these are mixed, I'm going to set it aside and move on to my crumble. I have some all-purpose flour, some sugar, and some light brown sugar, a little pinch of salt in here, and I'm going to cut in a stick of unsalted butter. Now, if you're in the comfort of your own home, I would recommend using a Roku for this. You want to cut this in until the butter is the size of, I'd say, like coarse cornmeal. Also want to do this in a cool temperature so your butter doesn't turn to mush. Alright, once that's cut in, I'm going to add in half a cup of quick cooking oats and some sliced almonds. You want to toss that together. And your crumble topping is done. I'm going to go back to my peaches now. This is what I'm going to toss in. I have a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And what the flour does is, while this crumble is baking, it's going to really thicken up the juices so that while it bakes, the juices kind of get thick and syrupy, and they're going to actually like bubble up through the crumble. It's going to be super delicious. And that's it. And to show you, you can either bake this in little ramekins or you can do it in a 9 by 13 inch baking pan. And you just want to spoon a good amount of fruit in your ramekin because as it bakes, the fruit is going to cook down. And you can add any fruit you want when you do a crumble. I like to use whatever fruit is in season. You can add berries to this. And then you will pack your crumble on top. I like to get a good amount of crumble on. I don't like to be cheap with it. And you bake this at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. If you're doing a 9 by 13 pan, it's going to take probably 50 to 60 minutes. If I was going to serve this for lunch or brunch, I would top it with a dollop of creme fraiche or mascarpone, and I would definitely serve like a really nice white sangria with it. If I was going to do it in the evening and I wanted something a little sassier, I'd probably top it with a scoop of like a really good goat cheese ice cream just to give it like another wow factor. And that's it. It's super simple, and it really showcases summer fruit.